What are your constituents telling you at the moment about the difficulties this Christmas? Is it being felt to a similar extent in Perth as it is on the East Coast? Because cost of living pressures are immense for many people right now, particularly in the face of those rate rises.
Yeah, people in my electorate and people all over Australia are feeling real pressure in their household budgets. We've been really upfront with people that we hear that message, and that what we are trying to do as a government is to help where we can without making it worse. And I think that's the thing, that people understand that this inflation challenge, if we get it right, we will see inflation moderate in 2024. And we're already seeing some encouraging signs of that. But if we get it wrong, we actually just prolong the pain. So people are really understanding that the sorts of measures that the Australian government have put in place that have benefited in people in my electorate. I mean, here in Western Australia, I think families have saved about $23 million with cheaper medicines. In my electorate of Perth, about 6,800 families have benefited from cheaper childcare. But they're things that actually take a little bit of pressure off inflation at the same time as taking pressure off the household budgets. And they're those sorts of things that we've been trying to back in.
The Red Sea ship request by the United States looks like, well, no decision's been finalised apparently, but all the noises from the PM and others suggest that the government won't be providing a naval vessel, a warship, to help in preventing the Houthi rebels from firing on trade vessels. Should Australia front up? Why aren't we?
Well, Australia already supports a combined maritime force that does, in that region, support freedom of movement, freedom of navigation. That's the principle that we stand up for across the globe. Obviously, in our region, it's very important as an island nation that we are able to have freedom of navigation in our region, where we need to make sure that Australian goods can get to our customers, and also that we can get the products we need out of global supply chains. So we do our bit in terms of making sure that we support that global rules-based order. What you've also seen the Prime Minister say is that we consider those requests for additional personnel, but we've already delivered upon one of the other requests from the United States in particular, that is for more diplomatic and public support, which indeed the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister of New Zealand expressed earlier today.
Will it be seen as a bit rich, though, that Australia, the week after Congress secures the passage of that AUKUS legislation to give us, well, supply subs, not give them to us, but supply, obviously at a cost, but that legislation went through Congress. A week later, we reject a request for a frigate.
As I just outlined, we've responded positively to a number of the requests that have been put to us. There are a number of matters that are still part of ongoing discussions, which obviously even your program highlighted earlier were engaged on by the most senior defence officials earlier today. We'll continue to look at how Australia can best assist in international efforts, some of which we already contribute Australian personnel to ensure that we get that world that we want, which is a world where you do have freedom of navigation, where those who are shipping goods can do so safely, and indeed where we contribute as we best see fit to Australia's role in preserving peace, both on our seas, but also in terms of trying to resolve and assist with steps towards peace for some of the conflicts that we're seeing in the world.